All right, so we want to get to something that's happening this weekend in Charlotte. So we have a big event happening in Charlotte at Central Piedmont Community College. It's called the We Are Public Schools Summits. It's a chance for parents, students, educators, advocates from across the state to come together and really dive in to what's happening when it comes to public schools here in North Carolina. Again, a big topic. Covering North Carolina for the better part of 10 years is always a big deal when it comes to public schools. It's always a big topic. There are always concerns. There's always issues. I want to get now to Tamika Walker Kelly, president of the North Carolina Association of Educators. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Let's get right to it. So I gave a brief summary of the We Are Public Schools Summit, but talk to us about this summit and also how did this come together?
Well, we are excited as NCAE to co-host the We Are Public School Summit with a number of other community organizations across the state. And it is, as you said, Nick, is to bring together parents, educators, students, community supporters, and advocates who really want to talk about all of the things that are happening in our North Carolina public schools. We know that there are many great things happening in our public schools, but there are very real challenges that affect the work of public school educators and the academic journeys of our students every single day. And so we want to pull together this summit, especially during this time when we are talking a lot about public schools on the state level and on the federal level, to really give everyone a chance to have a deeper look at those issues and learn how they can get involved to advocate for better public schools.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big event, and I guess I want to ask on a professional and personal level, what are you looking forward to seeing, hearing from Saturday? Because they're breakout events. Also, Superintendent Mo Green is going to be there as well. But what are you looking forward to hearing and seeing?
You know, as a public school parent and a public school educator, I am really looking forward to the intersection of those roles in this public school summit that we are hosting, and really, especially trying to help our parents understand some of the inner workings of how public schools operate and really take ownership as one of the many important stakeholders in our public schools to really be able to talk to their elected officials and to talk to other community members who may not know a lot about public schools, but know they want to be involved and know that they care about them, but just haven't found a way to advocate for the things that students and educators need.
I got a chance to work in the Raleigh-Durham area. I worked in the Greensboro area. Look, I'm a product of Guilford County schools, so I'm a public school baby. And I feel like I hear some of the same stories from even my time in school that my mom expressed, and my friends' parents have expressed. I guess now. What are the stories are you hearing? What are the concerns and what are the issues are you hearing from families and educators?
You know, I hear lots of stories, both positive and negative. I hear stories from parents and educators about how their students are growing this year with additional supports that they receive in the classroom and small group attention. But I also know that many people, not just educators, but parents and community members, are concerned around the challenges that are facing our public schools right now. We see chronic underfunding, trying to privatize our public schools by taking dollars out of our public schools and giving them to private school vouchers, and also policies that try to divide the real positive relationships that parents and educators both have. And so, one of the things that we aim to do with this summit this weekend is we want to reclaim our shared power as community advocates, as parents, and as educators to make sure that we continue to uplift what unites us around public schools so that we can make sure that we advocate for well-funded, equitable public schools here in our state.
I mentioned this earlier. Superintendent Mo Green will be there. I have the pleasure of, and thank you for the invite. I have the pleasure of getting to have a conversation with Superintendent Green. What is that? It's a two-part question. What do you want to hear from him, and what does it mean for community members, for families, for students, for educators to be there and obviously we have this conversation, but I'm sure they're going to come up to him and ask him questions and talk to him. What does that mean for them?
Yes, so we are glad that you and Superintendent Mo Green will be having a candid conversation about our public schools. And so, from the lens of an educator and a parent, I definitely want to hear from our superintendent how he continues to want to use the DPI strategic plans to continue to uplift the work of public schools and also to build upon the great work that they do every day. And then ultimately, for our attendees who are coming, we know that people have questions about student test scores, and they have questions about resources, and they have questions about things they hear in the news about public schools funding, teacher pay, the ability to read diverse books and authors. And so we want to be proactive and create a forum where people get to ask those questions, but also not only get answers to those questions, but how to share that information with other people in their community as well.
So what you're saying, I got a lot of pressure on me to ask some of these these big questions.
It's a big exam coming up and you got to ace it. So I think you'll do a good job, though.
I appreciate you having faith in me. Have you, I guess before I get you out of here, you've been so generous with your time. Have you been able to take a beat? I know this is a big event. You have a lot of moving pieces. You're going to be working up until the start of the event. Have you been able to take a breath at all?
We work hard every day for our public school educators and our students because they deserve the best that we can give them. And so we will be working up until Saturday morning to ensure that this summit goes off very well, because we want everybody to walk away empowered and knowledgeable about the things that they can do to really shape the future of public schools here in North Carolina. So we are so excited to invite anyone who wants to come out to this event, but we also want people to bring a friend, bring a colleague, bring a neighbor, bring a student too, because this conversation is going to shape the future of our students here in North Carolina.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the event, I'm sure. And I know folks are going to learn a lot. It's a great opportunity to really dive into what's happening and tap into what's happening into our public schools. Again, the We Are Public Schools Summit in Charlotte this Saturday, October the 11th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So whatever you got planned, just mark that off the calendar. Come to the event. Learn a lot, have a good time. You get to meet elected officials. You get to meet other parents, students, educators, advocates within North Carolina. It is happening at Central Piedmont Community College. Thank you for your time. Thank you. And I look forward to see you on Saturday. Tamika Walker Kelly, President of North Carolina Association of Educators. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you there.
I'll see you soon.